once I got married and Brett was born, he just grew up. We had a basketball hoop in our driveway. And as a little kid, I'd watch him, and he was 5, 6 years old. He's making shots from the 3-point line. I'm thinking, what the hell? But I never put it together. And then he started playing wiffle ball, and he was a pretty good wiffle ball player. And I'm not wiffle ball. I mean,
baseball.
T-ball. Baseball. Yeah. I'm thinking the wiffle ball. And then as it went into basketball, I started to see things. And then coaches were telling me, I remember when he was in 8th grade, the head coach at North Homestead at the time was Dave Borish, a very good coach, still around, good friend of mine. And he came down to our house one night and told me, he says, I'm going to tell you, Mr. Coreno, your son might play college basketball. He knew that in 8th grade.
Wow.
And I said, really? He says, yeah, you just listen to what we got to do. We'll work him out. We'll bring him places. And he took them all over the city, played with the best players in the city. And Brett just progressed as we went along. And like I say, he did play college basketball. And as a parent, you learn a lot. You learn a lot as a parent. You don't think it's easy, but when you're the parent of a good child, you've got to keep your mouth shut and just watch. You know what I mean? You can't go up and tell the coaches, hey, they got to do this. They're not going to listen. They're going to do what they want to do. And you're at their mercy. And that's fine. That's the way it should be, And then obviously Brett went on to coaching, and he did that for 25 years almost now. He's been a coach. So he knows what that's all about. And someday you'll have to have Brett on your show because
absolutely. We're going to get him on here. Yeah. And for those listening, he was the leading scorer in basketball in the city of Cleveland in 1991, 31 points a game. So, right. I mean, he was big time, and I was young then, Dad. So I went to all the games with you and Mom, but I didn't really get how good he was when I was 6, 7, 8 years old. It was too young. No. I knew he was great. I remember the news cameras coming. I remember him being on the news all the time, everyone talking about him, but I didn't realize how great he really was till I got older. And then
the thing was back then, I mean, he was averaging 30 points a game. And when he went to college, I thought, boy, they're going to be, really impressed with him. There was a kid on the team when he was a freshman, averaged 35 points a game. He was a guard, but I thought that just goes to show you the competition.
I think that was Matt Powell, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Matt Powell.
Matt could shoot the lights out. Oh,
he was unbelievable, and he had a good effect on Brett.
He did.
But Brett was they played him at center, but he would swing out and really be a guard center in a way. But he was 6'5", and his foot speed cost him, because there were a couple of scouts a few times. There was a scout from
Supersonics.
It was the
Warriors.
The Warriors. I thought it was.
It was both. It was both. It was the Warriors.
Maybe both were there. Yeah, and they came up to me and they said, "Mr. Coreno, your son's a good player." He says he should play college ball. And then when he went to college, we played. I think it was Ashland University. And I can't think of who was there. A guy who did go on to the. NBA.
It was Central State. It was I think it was Priest Lauderdale, who was he was like 7 foot five or something. He was huge.
Right. And one of the scouts was there that night, and they told me, your son could play NBA basketball if he was faster or taller. He's 6'5" guard who was not fast. You know what I mean? And to play guard in the NBA, you better be fast, because you're going to be going up against some pretty fast guys. Yep. But it was exciting, to hear it. And I just shut my mouth and listened, and, very proud of it. And at that time, you were coming along. You were coming to these games. In fact, we have films where we can see you as a little kid in the background. He's cheering him on and screaming when he did stuff. And it was extremely, extremely entertaining and fun as a parent.